Let us first begin with opening remarks by Sri Harikaran Varlamani ji. Sri Harikaran ji is an entrepreneur, seeker, activist, and an aspiring artist based in Singapore and Hyderabad. Deeply passionate about art, philosophy, and Indology, he has founded many initiatives for the promotion of Hindu culture and knowledge traditions, including Advaita Academy, Indic Academy, Center for Soft Power, and many other such initiatives. Harikaranji, I request you to give the opening remarks for today's session.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Nitin. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. It is the 60 events so far, 60 over the last 30 days. And we had some extraordinary range of speakers. You've outdid yourself in the kind of curation that you have done. And I must thank you and Manu and Shalgikarji, Anu, and all the team, Koti and Srinivas, for organizing this second festival of oneness. Last year, when I started my address at the end of the session, I began with a song, with a Tattvam. It's a favorite Tattvam song of mine. So whenever I get an opportunity, I sing that song. And so I was just thinking of what to speak. And then one of the Gauni Council members, Dr. Ratnam Chitturi, he sent one folk song sometime back. And then I just listened to that and I found that very striking. In it's again another, the lyrics are again of the Tattvam nature, the kind of philosophical folklore lyrics. So I spent the last 20 minutes rehearsing that song, wanting to sing that song. Can I request Manu to play that song? I need that song along.
I'm playing it now.
Yeah. Nitin.
I'll start in 1, 2, 3.
Unnannalu shanti ledu poyenaadu adu yatana endukura jiva vedana endukura jiva Unnannalu shanti ledu poyenaadu yatana endukura jiva Vedana endukura jiva. చిన్ననా వయసున నీవు పాట పాడుతావు యౌవనము వచ్చిందంటే భోగముంటావు ముసలితనము వచ్చిందా రోగమంటావు పోయే కాలం వచ్చిందంటే నా కర్మని అంటావు పోయే కాలం వచ్చిందంటే నా కర్మని అంటావు ఎన్ని నాళ్ళు ఈ మోహమురా ఎన్ని నాళ్ళు ఈ దుఃఖమురా ధనము కావాలంటావు పదవి కావాలంటావు ధనము కావాలంటావు పదవి కావాలంటావు అంటావు
బోధ పెరగాలంటావు
అంటావు
క్షణికమైన
క్షణికమైన
ఈ
ఈ కోరికలు ఎన్నాళ్ళని విచారించవు పరమసుఖము ఇయ్యటలు పరమసుఖము ఇవ్వలేపురా ఎన్నినాళ్ళు ఈ అజ్ఞానము ఎన్నినాళ్ళు ఈ అవివేకము నేను అంటావు నాది నాది అంటావు నేను అంటావు నాది నాది అంటావు నా పుణ్యము అంటావు
నా అంతము అంటావు ప్రాణం పోయిందంటే నీవు లేవు నీది
లేదురా
ఆయస్సు
తీరిందంటే నా
ముగిసేనురా
ఎన్నాళ్ళు ఈ మోహమురా ఎన్నాళ్ళు ఈ దుఃఖమురా
జగము మాయా నీవు మాయా భార్య మాయా బిడ్డలు మాయా జగము మాయా నీవు మాయా ప్రేమ మాయా బంధము మాయా వృత్తి మాయా బాధ్యత మాయా సుఖము సుఖము అంటావు యాతనలు పడతావు శాంతి శాంతి అంటావు వేదనలు పడతావు
ఎన్ని నాళ్ళు ఈ మోహమురా ఎన్ని నాళ్ళు ఈ దుఃఖమురా. It's a phenomenal lyrics. Those of you who don't know Telugu, I'll share the lyrics and you can get it translated. But it's some extraordinary lyrics, and it reminds one of Bhajagovindam. And we did a conference 2 years ago, a conference of oneness at Chinmaya Vishwavidyapith, and there was a presentation by a scholar on Bhajagovindam's adaptation in Haryanvi. And then Bharat Pala has shot a movie of a poet, Padma Shri, Dr. Haldar Nag from Orissa. And if you look at his lyrics, again, you will see a lot of Advaita in those lyrics. The reason I am talking about this is twofold. One is to understand the importance of folklore and the importance of how the spiritual traditions from the scriptures has permeated across the stratas of the society. So to think that these scriptures are only some kind of a Brahminical tradition, and it is not the mainstream of the society, was not a part of this, is wrong, is absolutely a false conclusion based on an outsider's lens that we have seen. So one of the things that we are planning at Advaita Academy is to actually have a festival of folk and tribal traditions, folk and tribal spiritual traditions. And this is a subject which is favorite of my colleague Dr. Nagaraj Paturi, and we are planning to do that sometime in the next 3 months. The other reason is that my exploration into Advaita, my exploration into Vedanta is not through study of the scriptures, not the study of the text, but twofold. One, through art. And you can see that on my blog, that how I explore various ways in which I explore Advaita in art. And other is through my entrepreneurship journey and through my activism. Through these two forms, I try to live or learn from my experiences. And the reason I'm saying this is that we're talking about entrepreneurship for revival of our culture. What I call as yogi entrepreneurs. I classify yogi entrepreneurs into three different kinds. The first one is somebody who is passionate about a cause and he's got the capability, but he doesn't have the money, and he's doing servicing the society. So he has an aptitude, he has a passion, and he's serving the society. So he doesn't have the money. The second yogi entrepreneur is the Ikigai Venn diagram, where you are working towards what you're capable of, what you're passionate about, what the world needs, and what you can get paid for, the intersection of that. And the third yogi entrepreneur is who has been successful and who has made enough money for his rest of his life and now wants to give back to the society. So he also is a three circle Venn diagram, but he is also a yogi entrepreneur because he doesn't need to earn anything more. So therefore, he is trying to give it back to society. What we need today is yogi entrepreneurs. People who are making a living and therefore they're passionate and what the world needs, and that is one. And people who are not bothered about the money but passionate, who are social activities, social entrepreneurs. And people who have made money and giving it back. The reason is that one of the areas of exploration that we have in our Center for Consciousness Studies and Inner Transformation is to look at entrepreneurship and develop this concept of yogi entrepreneurs. We all know about what the giving pledge that Warren Buffett has talked to, and he's various billionaires, and you have to give during your current lifetime 50% of your net worth back to the society. What we are trying to do is encouraging successful entrepreneurs to think about giving back with gratitude. So it is not without bhakti. It is not just giving for the sake of giving, but giving with a sense of gratitude. And that is the difference that we want to bring about in these yogi entrepreneurs. Apart from that, in this center, what we are trying to do is we are also trying to create what we are calling as a yogacharya. A yogacharya is someone like the 36 Chamber of Shaolin, who has been there, done that with the 200 hour, 500 hour. But now we are creating a residential program, a 12-month transformative residential program, wherein from Sanskritam to Sutras, he has to be an expert in. The third thing that we are looking at is yogi coach. Again, we are looking at executive coaching, but we are looking at a masters of executive coaching. This will also be a residential program. It will be a completely transformational program, wherein people in the HR or people who want to become coaches, they have to come and live, then go back, come. So we are trying to make it like a breathe in and breathe out. So 6 months, first month they'll come, they go back, they come and they go back. So it's a 12-month program where it's 6 months residential and 6 months back in the corporate world. And the last program, so we have a yogi entrepreneur program, yogi acharya program, yogi coach program. And the last one is Gnana Yogi program, which is the 3-year residential program, which has been started in Sandipani and Anekati and Rishikesh, Nagpur. We have now started, we have made the journey to start our first 3-year residential program. We are launching this at Coimbatore in a year and a half's time, through the blessings of Puja Swamiji. Swami Atma Prakashan has kindly consented to be the resident Guru, Acharya, and she will be, the ashram will be dedicated to her, and we'll be doing a 3-year course. This is a very, very important step. The reason is, so far, the training of Acharyas has come from a lineage. So you have Puja Swamiji, Dayananda Saraswati's lineage, you have Swami Chinmayan's lineage, or Swami Vivekananda's lineage. So you have the lineages teaching. This would be the first time where a non-lineage ashram is being set up for a 3-year course. This is a need of the hour. The speakers that Nitin has arranged in the last 30 days, the total number of authentic Advaita Vedanta teachers in the world would be not more than 2,000. Not more than 2,000. There is an urgent need for producing acharyas. And what we are trying to do at Indic Academy is trying to fulfill that need. Apart from that, since the last 1 year at Advaita Academy itself, the way we are trying to preserve, promote Shankar Bhagavatpada's legacy to us, we have conversations on consciousness, we have a series on quest, we have a series called Weekend with Wisdom. But broadly, what we are trying to do is, we are trying to celebrate our gurus. So we are this, after this festival, August 15th is Puja Swamiji's birthday, and we are having a festival. So every month, all the acharyas, especially in the last 200 years, who have revived Vedanta, who have promoted Vedanta, all their birthdays will be celebrated. This is one very important initiative that we are taking up. The other thing is, we have taken a sankalpam to consecrate 108 Adi Shankaracharya's vigrahas around the world. Currently, we have achieved 6. It's a 10-year project, but we are committed to this cause, and especially we are looking at seeing his entire his Digvijay Yatra, wherever the memories have to be celebrated. We're looking at Sri Salem, where he was in Sri Salem, and he has written Saundar Lahari there. We're looking at there. So across India and around the world also. And the other thing is, we are looking at unknown text, lesser known text, not the Prastantraya alone, but Prakaran Granthas and lesser known texts. So these are some of the ways in which we are preserving and promoting Advaitic thought. We believe, as Indic Academy, we believe in an integrated fashion of intellectual, cultural, and spiritual, and therefore this vertical of spirituality, which we are addressing it through the Center for Consciousness Studies and Inner Transformation, as well as through Advaita Academy, a very, very important focus area for us. I think, Nitin, do we have time, or do we? Swamiji has come.
Yes, Swamiji has come, Mahariji.
So with these words about the activities of Indic Academy and Advaita Academy in our Center for Conscious Studies, I thank every one of you. We had phenomenal response. We had more than, every session, there were more than 150 audience across all the 3 platforms, and all the videos were well received. I thank you all once again for participating in the festival. Thank you very much.